Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning routine. So glad to see you this morning. It is Wednesday morning, August the 23rd, 2017, and we are here at the morning routine where we get together every weekday morning to share some news, some stories, a passage of wisdom, a prayer to get our day started just right. And I hope that your Monday and Tuesday were stellar. And today is Wednesday, and this camera over here for our YouTube friends has got a weird light on the top of it. That's really strange. But anyway, so I hope everybody's doing great this morning. So glad that you guys are here. And yesterday was a productive work day for me. Man, I was just working hard, like from beginning to end. I mean, just slamming it. So it was good, you know. It's good to have days like that. Monday was a dud day because of that. The solstice had everybody distracted and stuff, and nobody was focused. And yesterday, everybody was back at it again, and it was just a great day. So, but I had a huge rainstorm here at my house last night, and thunder, lightning, heavy rain. It was quite impressive. And but that was, it's gone now. And now I'm looking at the forecast. It's like a week of perfect weather, mid-70s, sun. It's like my perfect season this next week. Right now, it's happening. So, but I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And interesting information today. So, as you guys know, I trade in produce, and so of course I get lots of produce magazines, including The Snack, which is a great magazine. This is a great idea, by the way. I don't have. I already threw them away. Did I throw them away? Yeah. There is a lot of newspapers and information type stuff and magazines that come out for the produce trade. And they're all very informative. I enjoy reading them, but they're all very boring. You know, newspapers, the pictures are blah, blah, and other magazines, it's more about selling ads so they can send it to you free. The people who put this together, who put this together? I don't even know. Oh, this is made by Now You Know, which is a news source online. But they put this together. It comes in the mail in a little thin plastic baggie to keep it safe. And all the pictures in it and ads, everything are high quality, just gorgeous done. I was thinking anybody could do this with any category out there, make a high quality publication paid for by sponsors and send out to people. I mean, this is a brilliant idea. But anyways, that's not why I was sharing this with you. What I was sharing with you is because they got a infographic on here on apples. So they had a whole bunch of varieties of apples. But the question I have for you, two questions, and think of them in your brain. One, how much money do you believe was spent in the past year on apples? How much money was spent on apples by people? You know, when apple growers sold their apples, how much total money in sales were apples? And then the second question is, what apple do you believe could be the most popular, highest grossing dollar sold apple? So that's the two questions. So you got that in your head, kind of an idea? All right, let's go to the numbers, all right? The real numbers. In the past year, Apple sales reached, 4.29 billion with a B. Billion. Look at that. The number one most revenue gaining apple was the Gala apple, right there. $851 million of the $4.2 billion was collected by the Gala apple. Isn't that interesting? After that came the Fuji apple was next, then the Honey Crisp apple, Red Delicious. Red Delicious was like half of the Gala, which it should be, because that Red Delicious is a terrible apple. I won't even buy them when it's the only apple at the store. They're just not a good eating apple. They're awful. They look really pretty, but that's about it, you know? So, anyways, thought that was interesting. Thought I would share it with you. A little apple trivia. So now you can go to work today and be like, dude, man, you know how many apples were sold last year? Wow. Actually, some of you, I'd love to hear you say that. Dude, man, I just love it. That would be amazing. So, but anyway, so some stories for you. This, I got to tell you, there are certain people and organizations that I well up an appreciation for. You know, like just appreciate what they're doing. And I have a link to this article. Actually, it's a video. It's an article. Well, it's not really an article. Yeah, it's a video that you can look at. It's an interview. It'll be on the show links. Go check it out. But it's the story behind one very simple thing. The Atlanta Falcons have a brand new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful building. But this is the part that's powerful. They spent all this money on a brand new stadium. So normally, what do people do? Raise prices, right? Well, I can't speak for tickets and stuff like that, right? But this is what I can speak for. The Atlanta Falcons, when you go to see a football game there, how much do you think a hot dog is going to cost? Wrong. It's going to cost $2. Sodas, $2 with unlimited refills. Beer is only $5. A pizza, $8. Industry standards are way higher than that. Every other place you go to. I watched the interview, and the guy who's running the Falcon Stadium was saying that every year they do surveys with their fans, and every year it's the same thing. They complain about the value that they get at the concessions. And so they decided to lower the pricing to make the value match the experience. $2 hot dogs at the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. That's the same prices you pay for AAA baseball. Isn't that? I love this. Talk about a team who appreciates its fans. Good for them. And I'm not even a Falcons fan, but I am now. So there you have it then. But very interesting article. So there'll be a link to that when we're all done to watch the interview, to the idea behind it. Very cool. Next thing. This box is really neat. It's called the Off-Grid Box. They've only sold about 28 of them so far. But it's an interesting concept when we're trying to solve worldwide problems. This box, the Off-Grid Box, is an Italian startup and was founded to bring clean water and renewable energy to the millions of people in the world who still live without, which we know that because if anybody who's attached to a church or a charitable organization, you know how much time is spent raising money to get clean water. In fact, we just did that thing last week where... who was it? Was it Bill Gates? No. I can't remember who it was who did the survey on how he should spend all of his billions of dollars. It wasn't Bill Gates. Was it Zuckerberg? I don't remember now who it was. But Bezos, Jeff Bezos, that's what it was. And everybody wanted clean water. Well, this box helps to do that. The box itself is a simple container measuring 6 feet by 6 feet square. It has solar panels on the top and a water treatment system inside. It's all inclusive. So they could take this box to a community, put it down, it collects power. The power then can be put into portable cells to families that can run like LED lights in their homes and things like that. And also it runs the water treatment plant to clean the water up that they have in their area. So great article, kind of goes through exactly how it works. So far, like I said, they've only sold 28 of them because it's a startup company. They've cost right around $15,000 to go and to put into a town. And it's kind of cool. So I think it's neat. I love when people are thinking outside the box and creating things to solve worldwide problems, you know. So, but speaking of what I was just talking about the Atlanta Falcons and how I get excited by organizations who are working for things greater than just money. Here is an interesting list, okay? I'm going to share it with you. Be on the show links as well. 25 brands that matter now. Now, here we go. We're not talking about the most popular because it's cool to wear them. The companies whose products you love to love because they stand for something more than merely what they sell. So, let's run through this list real quick. Number 1, Google. Interesting. No other company better represents the idea of progress in the digital age. Google is number 1. Number 2, as the way we buy stuff continues to shift fundamentally, the e-commerce giant consistently gets people excited about spending their money. It's true. They do a great job, and people love Amazon. Apple, the world's most valuable company, is also one of the most beloved due to its gorgeous products, intuitive services, and enduring halo of cool. Now, after that, we have Tesla, thanks to the visionary Elon Musk. Next, we have Netflix. People love Netflix. After that, we have Airbnb. People love Airbnb. Facebook has not gone away. People love Facebook. NPR. Now, that's probably the first one that might be a little controversial, but people do love NPR. There are podcasts that I follow by them that are fantastic. Great storytelling podcasts that they put together. After that, Patagonia. Patagonia, great cause behind them. Socially conscious company. Amazing story behind them if you've ever heard it. Awesome. After that, Warby Parker. Then we have Nike. Interesting, right? Interesting. I don't know. Okay. Spotify. I would probably take Spotify ahead of Nike. Me personally. I don't even own a pair of Nike anything. I don't have anything Nike. Wait, do I? Yeah, no, I don't have anything. Wait, I have a pair of boots 30 years old that still look like brand new. They're Nike. So Spotify. Shondaland. I don't even know what that is. BuzzFeed. Adidas. See, I would take Adidas above all those guys, but whatever. HBO, Casper, which is that bed company. SoulCycle. IKEA. Who doesn't love IKEA? It's like a crazy thing, you know? Chobani, the yogurt. Disney is coming in at 23. 23andMe. Don't know what they are. Twitter. Actually, 23andMe. That's that genetic testing. I do know who they are. And then Twitter is 25. So where is Snap, Instagram, all those ones? I guess they're more, adopted by small little groups and not as broad as these. So, but those are the 25 brands that people love to love because of the things that they're doing. The time is now. There's descriptions about each one. If you go and read the article, will be in the show links for you to read more about. So let's run over. Let's see what's trending, guys. The top 10 most searched things yesterday on Google in the United States were: number 1, Kyrie Irving, the basketball player. Okay. Number 2, Louis Linton was number 2. Number 3, John Jones, the fighter. Number 4, Dallas McCarver, another fighter. Number 5, the SNES Classic. That's the Nintendo. That came in at number 5. Number 6, Marcellus Williams. Number 7 is Catherine McPhee. Number 8 was an Amber Alert, and the boy was found safe. Number 9 was Miley Cyrus. Number 10 is John Cena, which, okay. So first observation, out of the top 10 most searched things yesterday, 8 of them were people's names. Kevin, you're right. Chick-fil-A, Charity Water, those are also good ones that were not on that list. You're absolutely right. 8 out of 10 were individual people's names. The last one, number 10, John Cena. I got to tell you, he's the professional wrestler, also is on the morning show in the morning, in movies. There is a video. I'm probably going to use it for my Ment project and put it out there as an encouraging video. It was done as an advertisement for Cricket the cell phones. Powerful video of what your words can do and how your words can change lives. It's a great video. Boy, can I find a link to it? You just got to search it. And if I can find a link, I'll put it in the show notes. Powerful. So worth watching. So that's the top 10 Google searches. Let's check and see what's on the news today. Top trending news stories of today. Number 1, Kim Wall. Torso found in Denmark belongs to submarine journalist. Jeepers, that's morbid. Yikes. I should have skipped that one. After that, Joseph Aucoin. Families named 3 of the missing sailors on McCain. After that, we have ESPN. ESPN moves announcer named Robert Lee off Virginia game. Next, we have Chelsea Clinton. Chelsea Clinton defends Barron Trump's right to a private childhood. After that, we have Hong Kong. Typhoon batters Hong Kong, South China. Streets flooded, flights canceled. There's a lot of bummer news going on today, man. Wow. University City of Missouri. McCullough Confident Inquiry Board will confirm guilt. Next, we have the Department of the Treasury. U.S. targets Chinese, Russian entities funding North Korea's nukes. After that, we have Bundy standoff. Jury refuses to convict 4 in Nevada ranch standoff. Retrial. Last but not least, George Clooney. George and Amal Clooney donate $1 million to combat hate groups. Finally, Out of all the trending news stories, we have one that can bring a smile to our face. They have donated money to combat hate groups. Thank you, Clooney's. Very nice. And on we go, guys. Let's go get ourselves a passage of wisdom this morning. Today's passage. So, as I've been sharing this past weekend at the church that I attend, the message was about challenging me. Do I really know who God is? Do I really know who he is? Yes, I know. I say I know him. Do I follow him? Do I really know who he is? Do I know what his heart is? Do I know how he thinks? Do I know him like my own parents? And it was a challenging message to really think things over. So here is a passage that goes along the lines of these things, and it can expand outside. So here we go. Let me just read it. 1 John chapter 2. We're going to do verses 3 to 5, okay? We know that we have come to know him if we keep his commands. Whoever says, I know him, but does not do what he commands is a liar, and the truth is not in that person. But if anyone obeys his word, love for God is truly made complete in them. That's a very simple passage, but it really has me thinking and digging deep into all the corners of my heart and my mind, right? To really I see this relating also to relationship, guys, because as you know, wisdom comes from the Bible, and a relationship with God is what sets the benchmark to our relationship with people, our spouse, our children, our friends, people that we don't even know. So the question is, when I say also that I love someone, do I really love to them? Do I submit to their needs and desire, not their desires, but you know what I mean, to caring for them more than myself and stuff and things like that. So let's read this again. We know that we have come to know him if we keep his commands. So do we keep his commands? Do I keep his commands on a daily basis? Am I constantly in an effort to try to? Because I fail. We all fail every day. But am I constantly trying to do that? Whoever says I know him but does not do what he commands is a liar. You don't know him, right? And if the truth is not in that, and the truth is not in that person. But if anyone obeys his word, if we strive to listen to his commands and to live like Jesus did, as close as we possibly can, which is far, but as close as we can, right? Love for God is truly made complete in them. So that's the test. If we obey his word. Now, we've been talking about asking him for guidance, that he has a plan for us and that we were meant to be exactly who we are and that he knows the plans. If we ask him, he will lead us to those things and through those things. How can he do that, though, if we're not obeying his word and truly know him? It would be like a father parenting a stranger, right? They could do it, but there's a disconnect. Fantastic passage. I love it. It's awesome. Let's pray, guys. Let's get this day started. Father, good morning. Father, I thank you for today, this Wednesday. Father, I thank you for this passage that you gave me. Thank you that we get to share this today. Thank you for the struggle that might be going through our minds right now when we listen to the words of this passage. There's a tension in there, a second guessing if we really take the time and check ourselves. Do we really obey your commands? Do we really know you? Do we really strive to be like Christ? It's a great question. Father, be with us today as we think through this and as we strive to do it and to move forward. Be with us today as we look at the relationships around us. Do we really love that person? Do we show them that we love them by our actions, or do we just say the words, yes, I love them, or yes, I love you? Do we really? And help us become better. Help us move forward, grow stronger, put the other passages and words or people in our lives that can speak into us that make us better each and every day so that we can be more and more like you. Father, we love you and we thank you. Amen. And that, my friends, is a wrap. So good to see you, Shannon. I'm excited on the things going on in your world right now. I can't wait to hear good news today, hopefully. Man, what a great day, guys. So glad you guys are here. So, until tomorrow, when we get together once again, don't forget, everybody, to be exactly who you were meant to be. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.